Good day, YouTube. This is J Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just an update here on Tesla. They had earnings yesterday. Here's a look at what they're doing today. So it's down. Some other things that I've noticed are down. Looks like it's starting to come up a little bit. But this is Tesla, ticker TSLA. Here I have 2 and a partial share here in Robinhood. And I'll show you that here in a moment. If you don't know what Tesla is, feel free to pause and go over that information. Been around since 2003. And our favorite Elon Musk is the CEO. Average volume. Today's low is 627.24, high of 666.47. It's about a $40 swing in there. So, and here's a look at their ratings. 41% on a buy. It's never had the greatest of ratings. I've always considered it a buy. It just kind of depends on the price, but that's just me. And here's a look at the earnings. Estimated 96 cents per share, and they so not too bad at all on this one. So here's where I bought some of mine. Looks like I threw $10 at it back in February 22nd, and looks like it was at 717.10 at the time. And another one back in December, looks like it was at 593 at that particular time. And here's a whole share back in December 9th at 638.20. So you can kind of see the volatility into this one, but I'm still in the green, so not a whole lot. So, but it's going to go back up and could go up and could split again. So I wasn't in on the split. The best time would have been, I believe, last March of 2020. Could have got in at like 250. It was under the $300 mark at that particular time. So I'm still kind of kicking myself that I didn't get in back then. But I've always watched Tesla, but always been fearful of it, I guess. So it's just been kind of up and down. But I like the company. I like the cars. So why Tesla Analyst disagrees with the bearish takes, remains bullish. This is just dated here at the 27th. So came out today. The conference call was less about the promise of the future and more about the tough realities of the present. Jim Cramer said on Tuesday. Oppenheimer analysts disagrees with Cramer take. The conference call was forward-looking in terms of the subscription model for Tesla full self-driving, he said. The real story here is around the recurring revenue model that is emerging for this company. Oppenheimer remains very bullish on Tesla, saying it's a technology company that's innovating and disrupting within the transportation sector. The total earnings, Tesla reported quarterly earnings of $1.45 per share, which beat the estimate of 96 cents per share. The company reported quarterly revenue of $11.96 billion, which beat the estimate of $11.21 billion. Tesla has traded as high as $900.40 and as low as $273 over a 52-week period, so quite a difference there. So about a $627 swing up and down. So at least at last check on Tuesday, the stock was down 3.4% to $635.25. Moving on, analyzing Tesla's unusual options activity. And options are always interesting. On this one, shares experience unusual. The stock price moved down to $634.13 following the option alert, so it shows bearish call expiring on 7/30 of 2021 at a strike price of $640, currently at $642.15. So if you're doing an option on this one, go ahead and list that in the comments, and any other thoughts that you might have on Tesla. Tesla stock pulls back after Q2 earnings. What do analysts think? And so shares traded lower on Tuesday after the company's second quarter earnings beat fell to wow the market. Tesla reported adjusted second earnings per share of $1.45 on revenue of $11.96 billion. Both numbers exceeded analyst estimates of 98 cents and 11.3 billion, respectively. Revenue was up 98% from a year ago. Only 534 million of the income came in from regulatory credit sales. Tesla also reported 23 million impairment related to the value of its Bitcoin holdings. Tesla Automotive gross margins were 28.4%, their highest level of the past 4 quarters. And feel free to pause and go over the rest, or else you can find this right on Benzinga, or as Sheldon would say it, Buzzinga. And why Tesla stock fell on Tuesday, and this is just dated again here today, so some of the same information, declining nearly 4%. Tesla shares are likely trading lower primarily because of a bearish day in the overall market, but an analyst note to investors about the stock's frothy valuation may also be weighing on the stock. So what Tesla reported its second quarter results on Monday afternoon. Shares initially rose several percentage points in the after-hours trading. Optimism for the stock wasn't surprising, as the company's revenue and earnings easily beat analyst consensus forecasts for the two metrics. Revenue nearly doubled year over year, reaching about $12 billion. The beat analyst consensus forecast of $11.3 billion. Earnings per share came in at $1.45. Next, Tesla noisy quarter gets mixed reviews from Wall Street, and this is just an hour ago. So the Silicon Valley electric car maker has less appetite for tech and tech-related names. Tesla late Monday reported a profit of more than $1 billion in sales that beat expectations, but also delayed the launch of its commercial truck, the Semi, and said that the chip shortage continued to curb its production. So looks like they still did pretty well, even by delaying the truck, the Semi, and the chip shortage, so still can't complain too much. And some people say we're still in a pandemic, and some say we're not, so hopefully we don't go back to that. But here as of lately, I've been seeing more people wearing masks out and about in Walmart, Costco, stuff like that, so but hopefully don't go back to that anytime soon. More of our guidance from 2021 and comments about next continue to be vague, he said, keeping his equivalent of a hold rating on Tesla stock. And feel free to pause and go over the rest. So this talks a little bit about Deutsche Bank, who has a buy rating on Tesla, said that they're particularly strong. Results were even more impressive, considering that Tesla only saw a small benefit from a large price increase in the U.S. and for some of its vehicles late in the quarter, pointing additional margin upside to in 2H. Moving on, Tesla tops $1 billion in profit, delays Semi-launch. This is dated 5 hours ago. So they topped $1 billion for the first time in the company's history, and its sales nearly doubled, zooming past Wall Street expectation. But there was no stock rally late Monday, as limited battery supply and the ongoing chip shortage crimped the Silicon Valley electric car maker output and forced it to delay the launch of its commercial truck. So once the Semi and the commercial truck could go back to $1,000 stock pretty easy, I would assume, but they said it earned $1.14 billion or $1.02 per share in the second quarter, compared with $104 million or 10 cents a share in a year ago quarter. So that's quite a difference. That's about a tenfold and then some. Revenue rose 98% to $11.96 billion from $6.04 billion a year ago, with the company pinned in part on substantial growth in vehicle sales. Tesla to report adjusted earnings of 94 cents a share and sales of 11.51 billion in that quarter. So the chip shortage remains quite serious. Chief Executive Elon Musk, in a call after the results, the chip supply is fundamentally the governing factor on our output, and it's hard to say how long it will last because it's out of Tesla's control, he said. So if you have any other information in regards to the chip shortage, go ahead and list that in the comments as well. Again, the delay of the semi-launch to 2022. Musk and Tesla executives left vague the start of the production of the Cybertruck and much awaited pickup at the under construction Austin, Texas plant, saying only it would be later this year. So maybe we'll see by next quarter that will be added into the price as well. We'll see what happens. So, and moving on over here to Reddit. So again, it just kind of goes over earnings. I'll go check out StockTwits, currently at 644.28, 52-week low of 273, high of $900.40. So go ahead and list your cost basis in the comments. That would be interesting to know, and any other information that you might have. Cry more about valuation bears, please. I bathe in your tears, and my calls print with your bloodshed. And there you go. Come with the facts, they come with the lies. Multiple 1,000 to 3,000% runners alerted recently, and many 50 to 500% runners. The proof is in front of you. So this is definitely a long-term play for myself. These guns are free to all bears. So again, I'm long-term on this one. As you can see, 643.54. It's got a moderate buy. It's never had the greatest of ratings from when I see it, and it still has a 16% upside to 746.16, high of $1,200 and a low of $160. So, but if you have any shares of Tesla, go ahead and list that in the comments, and anything else you would like to share, or any other favorite EV play. So that would be something for us to look at as well. And if you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.